Today, I'm going to show you the most genuine and authentic approach to configuring your Openclaw agent's soul and identity. I'm going to show you all of the Markdown files that your Openclaw agent consists of, what their purpose is, and the best approach I've learned after weeks of playing with a variety of different Openclaw agents. So without squirrel ado, let's build. These are 6 of the core Markdown files. There is a 7th, but we're not going to touch on that today. That's more for automation. But these are what fuel your Openclaw agent. Now, what are they? A soul MD is your beliefs, the values, the voices, the principles, the personality that you want your agent to have. The identity is who it is, right? More specifics, role, title, org chart, if you're doing it for your business, responsibilities, what your agent does. User is all context about you, the human, the user, the controller, the operator, right? Tools are environment-specific notes, credentials, setups. Agents are operating rules, security policy, workflow conventions. We'll dig into this. Memory is the true cheat code, right? This is where it stores every single conversation that you have with it for persistent memory across every session. And this is very important. Memory is the key differentiator, right? And when do these change, right? The soul, rarely. It's core. Sure, you can update it as you go if you want to alter its personality, but it rarely changes. The identity, it's essentially as your agent evolves, you might want to give it different responsibilities, and that's where your identity might change. The user, it's as we learn more about the human, it's as you feed it more context about you, your personal goals, your professional goals, why you've created this agent in the first place, what you want it to accomplish for you. It's all stored in the user MD. The tools, it's when your infrastructure changes, right? Or adapts or evolves. The agents, it's when processes and systems change. And then the memory, it's continuous, right? And I want to touch on the most organic way to build these docs. Now, I've built a handful of agents. I have one primary that I feed the most to, and it's where I've learned most of my lessons. When you first configure your agent, you give it a personality, a vibe, a tone, the way you want it to communicate and answer your questions. And then step 2, start feeding it as much context as possible about you, your goals, everything, right? Just feed it as much data as possible. Now, this isn't going to happen in one day. I recommend doing this scattered across a week. Every day, feed it more context. Even if you're repetitive, it's okay. Feed it as much context as possible. This is a critical step. Now, number 3, test it, play with it, build workflows, build systems, build automations, right? It's not going to be perfect. You might get frustrated. You might have to repeat yourself. But this step is also very, very important because it builds your memory file, right? And then step number 4, this is the key differentiator into the most genuine and authentic approach, right? You essentially prompt your agent to scan your memory, and based on findings, you update the soul and identity. This is why you don't need to spend too much time up front, because after a week, 2 or 3 of using your agent, it's going to pull every single conversation that you've had with it, and it's going to build it in the most genuine and authentic way possible. But why? Well, you take the time to share context, build, create workflows, experiment, right? Your agent logs all of the data. This is a gold mine. This is an absolute gold mine into improving your agent's workflow and overall identity and structure, right? And rather than trying to get stuck at setup and wondering if you configured the soul or the identity correctly, right? Skip that. Give it as little as possible and just start experimenting. Have fun with it. Start to imagine what it could do for you. Define it as you go in chat. And then once you're at a certain level where you're like, wait, I have given it so much context, let's go back and rebuild our soul and identity, right? Because it's constantly saving every single session, every single communication, every single line of text. This is the best way to build out your soul and identity, in my opinion. It may not fit for everybody. It may not work for everybody. But in my opinion, you start building and experimenting, then this approach will build them naturally. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek into my agent's soul, into my agent's identity. Now, I have spent a lot of time working on its own dashboard. So if you want to learn more about this dashboard, go check out the video. It'll be in the description below, but it should also be a video I posted last week. And as you can see, I have a lot of different workspaces because I have a lot of different agents tied in with my main agent, Muddy, which is my COO, right? As you can see here, I have a soul. This soul, I did not build from scratch. I did not define this out of the gate, right? I at first gave it a role. I said, you're my executive assistant. I told it that I'm going to be building this agent out specifically to handle Clearmud operations for this channel, right? And the first version of the soul was horrible. The identity was honestly blank. I think it had one sentence, right? Now, as you can see, the identity is very detailed. Maybe not as detailed as it could be, but it's detailed enough for what I want it to do. The user is all of my context. So the reason I don't want to scroll through this is there is some personal stuff. There's business goals, personal goals, so much context about me, who I am, my past, my personality, my approach, my strengths, my weaknesses, right? The tools, this is all the tools that we use, right? And it logs everything. The agents, these are all the agents that we have in place, right? And it builds this out real time, right? The agents is a fun one that you don't have to fine tune because it fine tunes itself. The same with tools. It fine tunes itself as you build with it, as you grow with it, right? And then the memory. This is, I have certain notes that I tell it to add to the memory as pinned memories, but I did that for a reason because I knew that I was going to eventually co-locate this into identity and soul, right? I was essentially going to have soul and identity pull from my memory. So this is the gold mine. And then your heartbeat is more, these are more automations, right? This heartbeat is in place to to check for any missed cron jobs, which I have daily backups of this system. I have daily things that I do, weekly things that I do, right? I could spend more time in this and I will, but this is not an important one to grasp. The main 6 Markdown files you want to work on are these 6. But to reiterate, don't focus too much on the soul and the identity out the gate. You give it a personality, you give it the basics, and then start building, start experimenting. And with that memory, then you can optimize your soul and your identity. And with that memory, the user, the tools, the agents gets populated all by experimenting and working with your agent. So I cannot stress it enough. Don't overthink the small things when you first set up your Openclaw agent and just get to work, have fun, experiment, beat your head against a brick wall, so to speak. Go through the growing pains of learning about its strengths and weaknesses on a base level, and then improve it as you go. So I hope you found some value in today's video. I'm not an AI expert. I'm building in public and sharing what actually works. If you'd like to see me make a particular video around a specific topic, drop a comment below. Let me know who you are, what you do, who your target audience is, and what your question is, and I will add a video to my queue, custom tailored just for you. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. My name is Marcelo. This is Clearmud, and clarity matters.